my friends, I'm Rick and you're not. We're looking at Marjorie Taylor Greene, the favorite whooping, whatever you want to call it, of a Yahoo is everywhere, right? Trying to get a little decent light in here. It's a crapshoot, right? I mean, I can get some light in this way, but then the sun moves, and next thing I know, I got a big blind spot on my. It's never perfect, unless I won the lottery and I can build a frickin' studio somewhere where I got room to do what I want to do. And with equipment and software, I don't know about y'all. I ain't bullshitting you when I sit there and I say, I need a new laptop, something fierce. This damn thing, I don't know what the F's going on with it. It was having all kinds of problems just a minute ago, just trying to get stuff to operate. It's working fine now. I've rebooted the damn thing, but this is a 3-year-old $400 laptop. Is what it is. So this gal, Jesus, she just doesn't stop. Marjorie's a great example of what happens when you elect people to a public office that have absolutely no idea what public office really is and what they're expected, what the basics are expected out of them. And apparently there's no crash course for Congress people when they first get there. There should be, you would think, and there probably is somebody who sits down with them and says, look. And unfortunately, you can't reach everybody, and a lot of people don't know how to play ball. They don't know how to play well with others, period. And Marjorie's one of these people. So from the minute she got into Congress, well, the first thing she did what she tried to do, she put in a motion to impeach Biden. She doesn't get the idea or she does, and she don't flat out care. But you actually need to have something to impeach somebody for. You don't sue somebody unless you have a legitimate reason to sue them. You have some substance that's going to back up what you're saying. You don't just get to bullshit up because you don't like the other side. And that's what a lot of this has gotten out of hand in the last couple of years. Republicans, my friends, your people are out of control, and it's not in a good way. It's not in a good way. And you're a damn fools. Damn fools. You think these people are looking after your interests? You really have no clue what these people will do to you when they get that chance. You are no more or no less important to them than any of the rest of us. The only thing important to them is them. Period. So this lady reminds me of one of them girls back in high school who thought they were the queen whatever, and or was always in competition with the queen whatever, but they never grew up. Part of her head never grew up. Part of her, what you see is what you get. A lot of Congress people, a lot of politicians are really good about learning how to mask what they really think and what they really feel, regardless. Because there's a lot of politicians, too many politicians, who they vote the party line regardless of what their personal views on something is. That's not how it's supposed to work. It's not really supposed to work that way. It's supposed to, you as an individual, because we elected you, because we believe that you will represent how we feel things should be done, and then you should do that. And not make it a personal affront or a personal agenda or whatever. So she's not been the same since Trump, because Trump got impeached. She's been sucking his ass for a couple of years now. It's like she got it in her head somehow she's going to be the vice president or something. Why the fuck would you want that position? Honestly, why would you want it? Although in the case of being Trump's vice president, that's really important for us to know, because if he does manage to get reelected, I don't suspect he'll remain in office for too long. And I think it'll be his own side that makes sure of that. So who's going to be his replacement? This is what makes the Speaker Johnson of the House such a dangerous character. What really threw my alarms up, my 5 alarms went off the minute I saw that man, and then I started hearing him talk and what he believes, and oh fuck no, we do not want that guy anywhere near the White House. And yet here he is, 2 spots away from the White House. Isn't that convenient? We got a president that can croak at any day because of his age, and that's the truth. Trump can croak any day because of his age and his health and the stress that he's under. That's the truth too. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to like it, but that's a real truth, a real possibility. When you get up that age, even I'm 57, and that's still a possibility. It just increases every year you get older. That's the way mortality works, friends. There ain't a damn thing you can do about it, and you can not like it, and you can say it's a lie and it's made up all you want. You're still going to die of old age or something else. Mortality is fixed. It's not something you'll ever get away from, ever. It's just like the sun coming up. The day the sun don't come up, we ain't going to be here to care. That's it. So this lady here has some real problems in a lot of aspects. First off, she does not apparently know how to comport herself as an adult. We see that all the time. We just seen that when Representative what's his fucking face decided he was going to throw down with the UAW guy in Congress on TV. Why'd you really do that? Did you have a beef with this guy, or did you see this as a personal opportunity to grandstand in front of the social media? How much of this crap would you people pull if the cameras weren't there? How much stuff, how much drama and shenanigans and other visual stuff that these people concoct up on the spot a lot of times would that happen if they weren't on camera? The downside is, frankly, I think everything in politics ought to be on camera. These backroom deals that these guys like to do, or we're going to have a closed door. No, fuck you. You don't get to do that. I don't think you should. That's my opinion. You're public office. You're the public face. That we are the public. We get to know what you're doing and thinking and saying behind the scenes. Right? So her actions and behaviors are terrible, and it makes her district look horrible. And she's not doing anything for her own damn people. She's trying to roadblock everything and everything. If it's got anything to do with Democrats, this lady flat out says if she had her way, she'll be right up there along Trump next to. She's right up there in the top camp with Hitler. She would have you marginalized. You're a Democrat. If she had her way, you wouldn't be able to vote at all. Why should you get the vote? The only people who should vote is the Republicans. The only Republicans should get the vote. As long as the Republicans get the vote for Republicans, or because they get the vote for the people that they're told to vote for. How is that a democracy, America? MAGA America, tell me how you think giving your freedoms to these people like this lady here is serving you, your purposes, serving you and your family. How do these people, in the current mindset that they're in, how are they benefiting you, Joe Q and Jane Q, Republican America? How? We can't see this. And you're blind to it. You're willfully, purposely, intentionally blinding yourself to the real facts of the world. And the fact is, you're losing, and you're losing because of ass clowns like this lady. And in part, you're losing because the current MAGA crowd that's dominating control of the fucking GOP have lost their minds. They want some kind of weird-ass agenda, and even they can't agree on what that is. They can't even agree amongst themselves. So what do? They fight like petulant children nonstop. When they can't fight each other, they pick fights with other people because they're so big and bad and big and burly. Hey, Mr. MMA guy. If I was the UA guy, I'd have stood up to your ass too. And then when we're nose to nose, I'll say, yeah, tough guy, you're going to kick an old man's ass on national TV. And you didn't change a damn thing, because when I get off this, I'm going to sit there and, what, are you going to kill me? Because if you're going to kill me, then I will shut up. But you're just proving how petty and stupid you are. His behavior in the Senate. Well, it took Bernie Sanders to shut his ass up and sit him down. Remind him he is a grown-ass, not only a grown-ass man, a grown-ass man says, well, we're grown men here, can't we? No, you want to be a punk kid because your feelings were hurt. And you need to puff up your chest and somehow try to bullshit intimidate that man. You're not intimidating that guy. I've been around guys like that frickin' president of the UAW before too, and I'm telling you right now, you ain't half as bad as you think you are. And it don't matter how bad you are, that guy don't fucking care. I've been down that road. I've been a passive aggressive most of my damn life. And it shocks the crap out of people when that passive aggressive flips a switch. Because the aggression comes out in spades. Spades. I will kill you because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my level damn best because I'm in a position where it's me or you. Hello? Every goddamn thing we got here is freaking going to be in play. The entire setting. If that had happened between him and me, we'd have been throwing shit across that damn. I'd have stood up right then and there. I'd have stood up and threw shit at him. Now what, mouth? You're big, you're bad, you're an MMA guy. Sure, you can cripple me, but guess what? Fuck you. You're a bully and I don't care. And I got some news for you too, Chuck. My lawyer will whip your ass. You're going to pay for all my damage, and you're going to keep paying for it. You're going to pay for it long after this is gone. And you're still going to look like the punk little punk-ass baby that you were because you threw a tantrum. Instead of being the real man you're supposed to be. All that real man shit really pisses me off. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? What's their idea of a real man? Because I guarantee you, I've seen a lot of people who I don't comport to their ideas of a real man, and I see the shit they do. They are shame. I would be shamed to call myself a real man. Some of the petty, petulant, babyish bullshit that these people pull. And unfortunately, there's a large segment of America, they're just like her. That's why the MAGA Republican base are infatuated with the Trump crowd. It's because these people are mirrors of a lot of them. The petty, childish frustration that they all feel. This lady is so, Miss Green is so frustrated with her own personal life and everything she's done. She's so frustrated, and now she's in public office that nobody will take her serious. No offense, Marjorie, you're your own fucking worst enemy. Nobody takes your, it's like the only one worse is Lauren Boebert, because she's purely ignorant. Grant, Miss Green here does actually make an effort to learn a few things. She does try to make an effort of utilizing other people to help her learn those things, but at the end of the day, the lion's share of the petty bullshit that she wants to push through Congress is just that, petty bullshit. And I call bullshit when I see it. And the only reason she does that petty bullshit is because she's sucking up to this guy's ass. Because she somehow, in her mind, so we have this, you think it's bad now. You wait a couple of generations when these young generations literally eat, live, and breathe social media. Social media, the way our social system works in America today is nothing like what it's going to be in another 20 years, assuming, of course, we even still here. And that's a real true threat that everybody keeps sidestepping right now. Keep people like this ass clown keeps going on about a civil war. Hey, Marjorie, you better bunker up, because if that civil war takes place, you're going to be on the short list of a lot of people. Your own making, and a lot of your own people. Meanwhile, you think you actually going to have a position in this new world government if it ever manages to get off the ground? And all that religious mumbo jumbo bullshit, you play into the Christian national base, but guess what? You're not a Christian. You don't believe in Christianity, and you don't have the legwork to prove it. So you're just trying to use these people to fit your agenda. So it's pretty sad that they've had to tap into some of the most obscure and some of the most unstable portions of our country. It's something that goes back 40 damn years when I was a kid and a young man and stuff. And we used to talk about, well, Russia this and Russia that. Because Russia was always back in the 70s, Russia was always just 2 words away. It was just 2 words away from anything we did and said. There was always something going on revolving Russia and the communists, the USSR specifically. So those people grew up with that mindset. When the Soviet Union didn't become the big boogeyman that everybody had been for years, they just kept ratcheting it up until it becomes insane. So you get a whole lot of people who are extremely frustrated and in a lot of cases willfully ignorant, and in a lot of other cases ignorant because the system failed them. Not everybody's not even going to come close to an Einstein. Most people are average, and for every 5 average, there's 1 less than average person, and that makes for a hell of a lot of people in this country. So when I see this behavior, some of their actions, and some of their antics and crap, I fear for our country. There is a serious lack of common sense, civility, and we are all Americans here in Congress today. You're going to have a civil war, and then what? You know, Trump wants to get back into office so he can what? Start putting homeless people in camps in the desert, which then will be filled with his political rivals and anybody that pisses him off or anybody who's slighted him over the years. And guess what, Marjorie? You're on that list too. You're deluding yourself. Well, we know you're deluding yourself, but you really deluding yourself. You think you're their buddy. They don't like you very much anymore. And you don't like them. And you don't know where to go. Half the time you really don't know what to do and what to go. Frankly, I think you picked the wrong horse. I think you should have you should have run as a damn Democrat. And then you could just get paid and sit on your ass, and you know. At the end of the day, no. This small group of people that are obsessed with the sound bites, they want that video time. They do dramatic and shocking things like old shock jocks used to do. The old jocks, you know, you get, you know, oh, Howard Stern was a big thing, really big thing back in the day because, oh my God, how dare he do that? How dare he? How dare he? Oh my God, oh my God. But after a while, oh, that's just Stern. Oh, is that all he did? Well, that's tame compared to, you know. No, that ain't, you can't, over time, the shock wears off. You can't be a shock and awe person forever. You can't maintain a shock and awe campaign indefinitely. Because eventually people get tired. They get immune to it. They get despondent to it. You know, just saying. So, hey, Marjorie. Geez, really? Keep up the good work. Between you and Matt Gaetz and Tuberville and a dozen others that come to mind, and this spooky ass fanatic that wants to put women back into the Stone Age that you helped elect, yeah, you guys are going to completely annihilate the Republican Party, and the Democrats didn't have to do a damn thing for you. The question will be is what rises up out of the ashes? That's the real fear here. The real fear here is an America that's not the greatest country in the world. Think about it, America. Honest to God, think about it. Stop with the political grandstanding and the rhetoric and the me against them or we got to own the libs bullshit. And on a personal level, ask yourself how any of this current crap these frickin' MAGA nuts are pushing, or trying to push, or trying to accomplish, benefits you in any way. Anything that they're doing benefits you. How? It just irritates me to no end.